Michael, Michael, let me give you a handshake.
Robert, I finna cup that Olive hat.
Nice. I got this for free.
Okay, so
I am recording for 30 seconds.
okay, so this is my project. I based it all off of the movie, like the movie house. So the windows are very special, you know. And there's a garage right here because in the movie it's not a farm like or how it normally would be in the book. I have the tree house here, and here's Gem and Scout playing in the tree house. And this is like the tire that they used to get up there. Alright, so Gem goes from being 10 years old in TKM to 13 years old. These ages are very important in every child's life because I feel like this is where you really define who you are as a person. These ages are also when you learn other things such as racism and just morals that you might, or special morals that differ from your parents. So Jam is no exception to this, what I just said, because he does go through this, I guess, rite of passage, if you may say. Okay. So to start off, I'm gonna do my symbols, and then I'll go to my theme. So I have a lamb in the first window. The reason for this is because in Christianity, the lamb represents Jesus or suffering / sacrifice or victorious. So it also symbolizes innocence, purity. It also symbolizes innocence and purity. So that's why I chose it in specific for Gem, because he is innocent as he's a child and still doesn't know the terrors of the world. So his innocence is extremely shown during the trial when he thought he was gonna win, or he thought his father was gonna win. So his disillusionment when they didn't win, he saw that justice does not always prevail in the face of evil, and it makes him kind of vulnerable, confused, and overall just sad. This overall impacts him, and for weeks, Atticus has to talk to him about it and like calm him down and just tell him different things. So my example or the quote. So during a talk between Atticus and Gem, it states, the older that you grow, the more you'll see. The one place where a man ought to get a square deal is the courtroom. Here any color of the rainbow, but the people away carrying their sentiments right into a jury box, page 220. So that just basically shows that like he always questioned about it, and he just asked why the jury. So context, he kind of asked why the jury did what they did. Alright, so my next one is a gavel. The gavel represents justice and truth seeking. My reasoning for this is generally this item is used to suppress the chaos, like when they like hit the gavel on like the little pedestal thingy. It is to suppress the chaos in the court or to send a verdict, or yeah. In Judge Taylor's case, it was a silence of racism in the court and hear facts, which the jury then blindly dissuaded. Alright, so this is important to Gem because, like I said before, Gem is crushed after the verdict, and is so perplexed by what the jury did, and why they would do such horrible things, to put a man in jail or kill him just because of the color of his skin or because he's not white. So now I like to go into my themes. So My first one is morals. There's like a bunch of like words for morals here. So in education, the education of children's morals is necessary, involved in the development of them. Like I previously stated, it's a very influential time. So in a sense, the plot of the story starts with the plot of the story charts Gem's and Scout's moral education, because basically he just teaches him to not be I guess racist and to see everyone as equals. And there's a lot, and they do this, and so they can influence them from adults to, from children to adults. To Gem, he's very aware of this and is willing, and is wiser compared to Scout. So now for my last symbol, a mockingbird. Miss Maudie says that your father is right. Mockingbirds don't do one thing but make music for us to enjoy. That's why it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. By this definition, mockingbird is someone that is good and just lives their life for the good. So Gem is a mockingbird. Let me explain why. Gem is innocent and wants good in the world. An example of this is when he invites Walter for a meal after he sees that he doesn't have anything to eat. So Gem also. He also shows this when Gem and Mrs. DuBose, when he was reading to Mrs. DuBose. And lastly, when he tried to save Scout from the Ewell and defend her. Thank you for listening to my presentation.